Why do some leaders make people move fast while others get ignored? This piece promises one vital skill you must own: communication. We will show simple habits you can use today to lead better. I will keep words plain. I will keep sentences short. I will keep actions clear. You will find scenes from real work life sprinkled in. You will see 7 clear skills, each with one practice step. You will meet a leader who changed a team with these moves. You will leave able to try the skills in your own meetings. This introduction is short on fluff and long on intent. My voice here is warm. My voice here is direct. My voice here is practical by design. Read with the idea you will try at least one thing today. Small changes in talk create big shifts in action. If you want teams that move and people who trust you, start with one question before any talk. What do I want? Say that thing first, then listen, then act with clarity. That simple loop is the backbone of every habit here. Poor talk wastes time and steals momentum. Teams feel lost and do the wrong work because goals were unclear. I have sat in meetings where people guessed and then missed targets. I have watched great ideas die because no one felt safe to speak. Weak messages erode morale fast and quietly. People stop sharing risk-hiding problems until it's too late. Trust collapses when leaders send mixed signals or avoid hard truth. Sales slip, deadlines slide, and stress rises in the hallways. These failures rarely come from laziness. They come from unclear direction, rushed updates, and avoided feedback. Fixing talk fixes a lot of things. Not everything, but much. Clarity beats cleverness every time. Say the one thing you want first and loud enough to be heard. Short sentences help people act without overthinking. Avoid jargon-long email threads that bury the ask. A clear goal looks like this: ship feature X by Friday. Include outcomes, not tasks. Say the measure of success. Give one example of what success looks like in plain terms. End with the next step and who owns it. Practice this daily with every request you make at work. Before you speak, ask, what is the one result I need? State that result first, then add context if needed. Watch tasks finish faster and questions drop. Clarity also means repeat and confirm. Ask someone to rephrase the key point in their words. If it changes in their mouth, adjust your instruction. Small checks save huge amounts of rework. Active listening is rare and powerful. It means full attention, not planning your next line. Put the phone away and lean in with your ears. Listen to the facts and to the feelings underneath. Repeat what you heard in one line to confirm understanding. Use phrases like, "So you're saying?" and then pause. Ask a follow-up that digs one level deeper. That shows respect and builds trust quickly. Listening changes decisions for the better. You will learn hidden blockers and new ideas you would miss. Teams who feel heard will speak up earlier about risks. Early fixes beat late firefighting every time. Practice this for one meeting each day. Make it your job to summarize the main point aloud. Ask if you missed anything and mean it. Emotional intelligence in communication. People bring feelings to work every day. Good leaders notice the tone before they react. A soft question can calm. A sharp one can spark defensiveness. Match your words to the feeling in the room. Pause before you reply to rough news. A 5-second breath buys you a better tone and clearer thought. Name the feeling you see. You seem frustrated. Tell me more. That short move lowers heat and invites honest answers. Emotional intelligence means adjusting your message for the listener. Some need data, others need reassurance. Give both when you can. A firm ask is kind when the goal is urgent and clear. Practice patience, not passivity, when emotions run high. Try one habit this week. Name the feeling. Then ask to help. Make it simple. I hear concern. How can I support? You will see more solutions and fewer sharp replies. Small cues of empathy change how people respond to you. Storytelling for influence. Facts tell. Stories move people to act. A quick story shows impact in a human way. Use one short client example or team example to frame a goal. Stories make the why feel real and urgent. Keep stories short and relevant to the task at hand. A 30-second example beats a 5-minute monologue. Name the problem, name the action, name the result in one breath. Then tie it back to the team's next step. Encourage others to share wins and lessons too. Turn small victories into culture by telling them often. Nonverbal communication mastery. Words are half the message. Body language is the other half. Posture gestures. Eye contact. Open hands say trust. A flat tone says hurry or worry. Align your face and body with the truth you intend to tell. Record a short team update and watch how you look and sound. Fix one thing: softer tone, steadier eye contact, relaxed shoulders. Small changes make your ask land calmer and clearer. People believe consistent, composed signals. Nonverbal cues also show you are listening. Face the speaker. Nod at the right moments. Give space to talk. Avoid crossing arms. Avoid checking a watch during updates. These small acts communicate respect and availability. Practice one nonverbal tweak per day this week. Pick one message. Deliver it with open hands. Deliver it with calm voice. Feedback should move people forward, not shame them. Make praise-specific corrective notes private and kind. Use the short formula, what worked what, to change one next step. Keep feedback timely, focused on behavior, not person. Praise publicly, correct privately. Be concrete every time. Say what drove the result, the exact change you want next. Offer one clear next action someone can take right away. This reduces fear and, boosts the confidence to try again. Feedback becomes coaching when it is regular and small. Weekly microchecks beat quarterly surprises for growth. Make feedback a habit, not an event or emergency. Trust grows when leaders are steady and open. Say what you mean, do what you say. Explain decisions, the reasons behind them. When news is tough, share it early and honestly. Consistency removes guesswork from people's day. When processes and language are steady, people act faster. Transparency kills rumors and builds credibility quickly. Even partial information given often beats silence. Build simple rituals that keep people informed. Start meetings with a brief update on what changed this week. Keep promises about timelines, follow up on questions. Small, predictable acts compound into trust over time. Practice this by sharing a 2-minute update each week. Tell the truth, even if it is incomplete, and explain why. People will trade certainty for honesty every time. Consistency is the quiet muscle of trustworthy leadership. Anna led a product team, missing deadlines, and losing faith. People spoke less in meetings, and patched work in private. She tried many tactics, but the turning point was a shift in talk. She focused on clarity. She focused on listening. She focused on short routines. She began short stand-ups. With one clear priority for the week, she asked each person, "What do you need to make this happen?" She paused more. She listened more. And she repeated back key points. She used stories to show why deadlines mattered for clients. She gave timely praise publicly, and private, kind corrections. She cut long emails into single asks. She assigned clear owners, and she added due dates. Within 3 months, the team hit more targets and raised issues earlier. Trust grew because people felt seen. They felt guided, not blamed. Anna did not change strategy overnight. She changed her talk. Pause 5 seconds. Before you reply to tricky news, ask one strong question each meeting. What is the risk? Use the feedback formula. What worked? What to change? Next step. Share one short story this week that shows the impact of work. Record a 60-second update. Adjust one nonverbal cue you dislike. Start meetings with a 2-minute changes update. A clear ask. Praise publicly. Correct privately. Be consistent each week. Try one skill per week until all 7 feel natural in your rhythm. Small, steady moves beat big, sudden shifts every time. Pick one habit and run it for 7 days without skipping. Ask your team for feedback on how your talk lands. You will learn quickly and improve faster than you expect. Make these actions tiny and repeatable. Great leaders are not born. They learn to be heard. The work of leadership starts with how you speak and listen. Start small. Practice often give people plain reasons to act. When you lead with clear talk and steady habits, teams follow. Try one habit today. Watch the change tomorrow. Tell one person what you need. Ask one clear question. Invite feedback on your style. Adjust with humility. Leadership is a set of acts, repeated until they shape culture. You can do this. Your team will notice and respond. Speak with clarity, listen with care, act with consistency. Those 3 moves together make difficult work feel doable. Begin now. Say one clear thing. Ask, "Is that clear?" End with this action. Leave one comment about the habit you will try.